So I wanted to show you, when I go around to pick up leaf bags, I have a lot of neighbors who have a ton of bromeliads. I'm talking, some of my neighbors have probably 50 varieties of bromeliads on their property, and they just throw away whole bromeliad plants, large ones too. Her garbage will often contain entire bromeliads, even though there's who knows what mixed in with this. A lot of times it's bromeliads that are not dead, but they still work as mulch. They're not as fast to break down as the leaves, but they're still awesome stuff. Oh my goodness, guys. This is how I get my bromeliads. If you think this is dead, you're very wrong. But they have a lot of bromeliads and they don't need them, so they just throw them out. These would actually be great, but I am going to have to take all these bromeliads. Look at this little baby, and this would survive. There's nothing wrong with that. Little baby bromeliad. Okay, so let's take and put some of this in here so that we can reach in and get the good bromeliads. Little cutie pie. That one's not going to survive, but oh, look how charming. But the rest of it's probably in this garbage bag. So I will take this because I like this fern. And I will take this bromeliad and this big bromeliad stack. And these bromeliads look beautiful in my yard after like no time. Bromeliads are air plants. You keep that hole filled with water and it will be fine. That probably won't survive. It was cut off too short. But this would easily survive. And this is a potted plant that I'll take. Oh, look at this. A bunch of babies. That's like a haul for bromeliads, and these are pretty. These like sun, this kind. So let me get a garbage bag. And the trick to this is, if you're going to dig through your neighbor's garbage, leave it as nice as you found it. Very nice. That made me so happy to find those bromeliads. And you can, when you're pulling up to the house, you know what they're going to get rid of. If it's a house full of bromeliads, you have to look through all the cans and the bags. Just take all the bags. So I have never bought a bromeliad, not one time, but I have probably thousands of dollars of bromeliad on my property. So I want to show you what they look like right now. I'll just do a quick tour. I mean, these are gorgeous. These bromeliads are just beautiful. I have a lovely variety of bromeliads, all different types. We had a bad storm yesterday. Oh my gosh. Part of my maple fell. So look how pretty these bromeliads are. They're just beautiful. And I don't know what the varieties are because I don't get them with a tag on them. I pick them out of a garbage can. I pretty much place them all over my yard. Any place I have the right mixture of shade and sun that they like, I just plop them down. If you like my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. It really does help my channel and it helps me. Thank you so much. And they're really pretty. They're just beautiful. They're all different varieties. They're all just at the end of their bloom, or some of them are just starting to bloom. I pretty much have them just everywhere. This is an area I'll fill in more. I can probably take some out of these little back areas where they're just completely hidden. Not everything is placed in a location that makes it completely happy. Some of these bromeliads really should have, they should have a better placement just because they're gorgeous and huge. So I just have them, this is my chicken coop. I have just placed them all along my chicken coop. And the ones that look half dead that you see right here, I just planted yesterday with my mom. Well, this is where I get them from. My neighbors throw away things like this. And I mean, even though this is ugly right now, it'll be really pretty in 3 months of being in my yard. So I'm going to just plant it. Literally, bromeliads are like air plants. So you can just, and I don't know what is the root of this and maybe a different plant, so I'll just leave it all together. That's literally how I plant them. Here's another one. It looks terrible. I mean, that does look pretty awful, but this is probably multiple plants that'll pop up. Mama, can I have some room here, Mama? So I just move some of this mulch. No, Mama. Put this right here, and it's an air plant, so I just cover it up. It's got a lot of roots on it, so that should grow really quickly. And I mean, sure, it doesn't look beautiful right now, but it'll look pretty in no time. I can just pull those off. Here's some more. This one I think I'll plant right here. I hate it to see these go in the garbage, but I'm very happy to have them. I'll plant it like this. No, Mama. Oh, my little mamas always have to help. See? And then that'll look like that in 6 months. So these are the rest of the plants. There's this. It looks half dead. It's fine. This might truly actually be dead, but I'll know in no time. He works so hard. So I'll start with these. It's that easy. Oh, you're gonna help me plant. Gonna help me? No helping, Mama. Now these like sun. I have a lot of these from various neighbors who throw them in the garbage. So I can put these along my pool deck area. This, a beautiful bromeliad with roots. Beautiful with roots. I'll take it. There. So it's time to empty these bags off, and it's easy if you get up on top. But I will segregate all the good stuff, like the bromeliads. These are the bromeliads, the pile, and we're already starting to plant them in here because this will be perfect. There's a right mixture of shade and water, but we're going to plant them all down this line also, the chicken coop fence. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it's amazing they would throw that away. It's heartbreaking because these are beautiful plants that want to survive. Look at my chickens. They want to work hard with us. These they look ugly, but my God, they're only ugly because they were in a position to not have nutrients. And there's all different varieties. Some of those might not have enough bottom to it to survive. This will be gorgeous in no time, just like all of these looked just the same as this. They looked like crap. And now they're so pretty. I just love these. I love bromeliads that are so beautiful like this. I think I'll put these right here. Ugh. And bromeliads are so easy to plant. They're air plants. You don't have to even bury them too much. Look at my mamas. They're just wanting to dig though. Once they get in their head that they need to dig because they see my mom digging, they're like, I'm going to have to dig all these up. Yeah, those are beautiful, Mom.
Oh, that's going to be so pretty.
That will be stunning. Little mamas, do not fuss, I beg you. Now, some of these, granted, might not make it. We need to put these in the shaded area for them to really, and away from the chickens. This is a little baby plant. Even though this mama might die, the baby might survive. Let's do that. Little mamas, we beg you. We beg you not to try to kill these poor little plants. Little mamas, please don't kill them. After I first plant something, the little mamas usually do like to dig them up once or twice, but bromeliads are pretty sturdy. Oh, jeez. That looks so pretty, Mom. So today was a very tiring day, but this is the way it is in the spring. You have to work your ever-loving hiney off. So we will pretty much plant even something as small as this will turn into a nice big plant. And these are all different varieties. Like this will be a pretty purple one. Look at these red ones, dark purple, and then this kind that is a lot more common, at least in my neighborhoods. So we just plant them all along. Admittedly, they do not look perfect and beautiful right this minute, but they will look gorgeous in no time. And considering that, I mean, I hate to see a plant just thrown in the garbage that would be happily alive otherwise. There were about 20 plants that were in beautiful condition, very large bromeliads when I was given them by a dear friend. But other than that, the rest of them looked like crap and came from a garbage can. And it doesn't take long for them to really totally fill out and start looking healthier. And they have babies in no time too. I mean, that's a pretty plant. Now, it was pretty ugly when I first got a lot of these. Only about, that's beautiful. A lot of those look half dead because they were half dead when I dug them out of a garbage can. So over the last 2 days, I've picked up about 150 leaf bags, and my goal is to get around 600 leaf bags. But when you're getting that many leaf bags, inevitably in my neighborhood, you will find a ton of bromeliads. So the year before last, I got around 200 bromeliads between about 10 different garbage can hauls. And this time, my neighbor across the street right now is going through her bromeliads. She just throws them in the garbage. So I always get her garbage bags, go through them, and I pull out at least 10 bromeliads every week. They're all different varieties. She has a ton of varieties. Oh, a fussy mama. What's happening, mama? What's happening, little lady? Oh my goodness, my little mama. She's a broody mama. I plant them just all over the place. I've got them back here. This is where the chickens love to hang out. I've got them over here. And I placed them all along my pool deck. And all of these looked pretty terrible when I first got them. But it doesn't take long and they'll start to look beautiful. Oh, look at this stalk. Some of these plants are definitely still struggling. You know, we just had some freezes and not everything is maybe perfectly placed, although they should be perfectly placed. These are all getting watered. We just had tons of rain, and you can tell where they're having a little freezer damage because we did have 3 days of freezes. But to me, they look pretty good. Hi, mamas. And I like that they're all different varieties. Look at my little girls. Little mamas, what are you doing? So, I know I got a few of this variety. I wish I knew what the varieties were. They're just so beautiful. Oh, some of these are amazing. Anyway, I love my bromeliad plants, and what's going to end up happening is after I fill my yard up to where I can't have any more space for bromeliads, and that will happen eventually because they do reproduce, and I will spread them all over the place. But after that happens, I'm going to just still collect them, and I'm just going to find homes. I know on some of these bromeliad groups, I can ship them. Somebody would happily pay for shipping to have a box of all these bromeliads I just dug out of the garbage can. And I wouldn't sell them. I would just give them to them and they can just pay for shipping. But it's so exciting when I get a haul like that. It makes me so happy because I've got a yard that was just completely empty and now it's really starting to get beautiful. Look at these. These are so pretty. And they're not tiny. I mean, that's my hand. That's a pretty large bromeliad. They're just very beautiful. Well, thanks so much for coming on this journey with me to find bromeliads out of different garbage cans. And don't be embarrassed about doing this. To me, it's a great way to practice permaculture. You're keeping a plant alive. You're introducing variety onto your property, which is huge for permaculture. And what could be wrong with each one of those little bromeliads is a little ecosystem. That's the way I feel about it. And my chickens drink water out of the little cups even. I've watched them just bend down and drink water right out of a bromeliad cup, which is so sweet. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.